Right, doing a mobile home installation. Hopefully I can get a plank down through here and get that sucker up there. I'll give you a bird's eye view of where I'm at. Waiting for my camera to charge, so just taking a quick video here to show you the before. And I got a lot of water going on down here, and it's leaking. Should be plenty of space. Okay, so here's an update on the installation. So the water heater is draining. I've disconnected the gas line. One of the supply lines is really bad. You can see it is shot, so I'm going to replace both of those. And I went ahead and used my Sawzall to cut this TMP line loose because it wouldn't turn. It's drops in through the bottom. And we've got two male MIPs up here to put the new supply lines on. The shutoff seems to be holding. Ducting wasn't even connected, so it was just sitting right next to the one that was up here, so it was just venting right into this room. You know, per usual, it's another shot out mobile home install, but we got our one strap here to hold it in, so that should be pretty easy. Got a new shutoff valve and flex line already installed. So the toughest part's just going to be getting it up here. But I brought a plank with me, and I think I can get it up here. And then I gotta cross over the gas line. You can see the gas line kind of sticks up, but we'll see. That is where we're at. I'm gonna have to do a minimum amount of soldering. The new temperature pressure relief valve is going to be right about here, so I'm gonna have to bring it over and drop it down and connect. So that's the only soldering that I'll need to do. Everything else should be pretty basic. It's just draining very slowly per usual. Let's see. Yeah. Well, I suppose I could do my my trick here and get it to drain a little bit faster. Alright, well, so much for that. I was going to end up breaking it off, so I'm just going to let it kind of drain the way it is now. Well, it's still full. Don't have to worry about my hand is. So this is the 30 gallon that I'm putting in. This thing's pretty beat, but tank checks out. It's a 2014. And I found this section right here. It was already ready to go. This is what I'm going to be installing. That was easy. Show you what's going on in here. So it's actually pretty stable. 3/4 coming up. Looks like the cold tees off. Hot in, comes down, feeds over there. Feeds over here. You got a shower and maybe a sink or something for the kitchen. Abandoned outlet. But yeah, I've seen worse. I just gotta get this bad boy in here. Hey, new supply lines are in. Blue for cold, red for hot. Already got the pipe prepped here on the right. I'm going to have to run a little piece up and down to connect to the water heater, and hopefully I can center on that ducting that's there. Yeah, new supply lines. Woo. We'll try that at home. Usually I like to do this outside of the water heater, but I just forgot. That's my tip of the day. Prep your water heater when you can get to it. Oh, what the hell. Oh, shit. This is why. Right here. Oh my God, I got the one bit. It's got a bunch of crap in it. All right. Not a good place for you guys there. That's pretty good, I guess. Alright, I'm back. So I did this service call yesterday where I was supposed to install a water heater, and I loaded up my truck and I got everything I needed and loaded up the water heater and went to the location, and the guy's like, hey, if you can fix it, I'll give you the same amount as if you'd install it. And I said, oh really? Okay, yeah, no problem. And it was the TRD, which is the I think it's called the thermal release device. That was a GE 2008 GE, and the guy had left his water running in a sink on hot for like 4 hours, and the water heater just kept going and going and going, right? Because new cold water's coming into it. And yeah, it was a pretty easy fix. No big deal. My phone again? Who the hell's calling me? This guy. I'm at my day job, and this guy just keeps. He's like, "There's something wrong with the middle." And he just keeps calling me. What time are you gonna be there? Do I have to stay? No, you don't have to stay, buddy. You can leave. What are they going to do the first day? What are they going to do the second day? Can we talk about this tomorrow? When I'm at that job? That'd be great. Alright, so everything's connected. The water is off to the house. She turned that off. I'm going to see if I can get this ducted. further. Yeah. 3 screws is code. I usually put one screw, because we're not doing this to code. For code, in order to do this to code, you got to put an expansion tank in. You got to replace the ducting, put an expansion tank in. I don't even know if you can install the used water heater and get it inspected. You got to put a sediment trap on the gas line. That's code. So you know, this is like for like is what I'm doing. So you can call me out on this if you want. I will put 1 screw and some tape. It is a straight shot to the roof. There are no bends. And yeah, that's how we roll at my price point. So for a mobile home installation, this was super easy. One screw, some tape, probably gonna do nothing. I didn't even film this, but I did a service call with Dave. Like a completely unnecessary service call. It was in Temecula. And like just the drive alone took 2.5 hours with traffic, and I was stuck in a truck with Dave for 2.5 hours. I mean, it wasn't terrible, but I mean, it was the most pointless trip, and I kept telling them, just call SDG&E. They'll come out, they'll light it. If there's something wrong with it, they'll tell you. It's a free trip. I mean, what are you doing? No, we gotta go. We left at 5. I don't think I got home until 9:30. I was just exhausted. And of course, Dave didn't have any cash on him, right? So he came back the next day and paid, which is weird. We like that. Man, this job is just going so easy. There's got to be something that's not going to go my way. Alright, we're going to connect this strap. So for some reason my videos with Dave don't do very well. Like nobody watches them. I have no idea why. He's such a character. I thought he would help my channel, but he really didn't help it at all. Alright, she's strapped. Turn the gas on. I like to turn the gas on slowly, like you're supposed to turn the water on. I just started doing that. And I think it might help with sediment. Always difficult to solder vertically. Hopefully you guys are seeing some of that. But it's a temperature pressure relief, so who cares? All right, we're gonna finish the water. It's useless. There we go, I just heard the pilot light. Just heard the valve click over. I had a hell of a time with this water heater. I tried to go live with it, but I had the camera facing the wrong way, so I'll do something live eventually. Anyway, I had a bunch of issues. It kept blowing out the pilot light and it kept going out, and it turned out the flue damper was missing, so I put a flue damper in and it was choking it out. But I like rebuilt the burner assembly 3 times, built an entirely different burner assembly, and then I just pulled the flue and sure enough it worked. So it's got a flue damper in there now, a different one, but the one that was in there wouldn't let the gas out, so it just choked it out. Alright, well, thank you for watching. Consider subscribing. I do service calls, installations, fix water heaters at the yard, at the shop, the factory. And today was a mobile home. I gotta get a wet rag on this still, clean that up. Yeah, she's not leaking. She's in. She's good to go. All right, we'll see you on the next one. You got rats over here, or mice or something?
Rat? Yeah, I've been getting it. No, lately I haven't had rats. Since last year, on winter, I haven't had rats.
Okay, doing a service call on this water heater. My neighbor couldn't get it lit, so took a look at it and the drain valve was dripping, so I suspect the drain valve is leaking at the tank. It's a ream. So you got that plastic drain valve. I drilled some holes to drain the water out, but it's still dripping there, so we're going to replace that. Right now. I gotta break the pressure a little bit. There we go. Hoping this one doesn't leak. It's a little bit cracked at the top. It's got a lot of sediment. That might help us with that crack.
Yeah, I texted to him. The mosquitoes aren't bad over there at your house?
No, they're terrible, dude.
They're everywhere, man. This rain, this tropical rain, brought them bad.
Bad. Little ankle biters too. They're so small. I thought they were gnats at first. They give me all the time. You know what works though? And they sell it at the 99. Swear to you, works like a charm. Coconut oil. Oil. Coconut. I know. You put it on your skin. You smell like coconuts, like you've been to the beach or whatever. You get used to it. They don't like it.
They say lavender too, and we tried it.
Didn't work. Try coconut.
I even got the lavender plants.
They sell one up there like $1.50. You can get a big old thing of coconut oil.
Yeah.
That's it. We used to never get mosquitoes.
I know.
Mosquitoes were like something people deal with on the East Coast and in the middle of the country. That's not something we deal with in San Diego. But yeah, we get all this rain.
So what does that mean? That it has a hole? Like, so the boiler's bad already? Because it has a hole in there?
What do you mean? I'm sorry.
Like for it to have water?
No, so these plastic drain valves are notorious for leaking. Like most of the water heaters that I get and fix, so I replaced your plastic drain valve with one that won't leak, right? So now I've stopped the leak. So it was leaking at the tank where it screws into the tank. It's on the ground around here somewhere. And then I drained the water out and I lifted the insulation so it could pull in fresh air. And then it'll get hot. It's already on. And then it'll get hot and it'll it'll release some of that water because it gets hot and the water gets steamy and it falls, but it'll fall into that hole that I drilled, so it'll drain out.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah,
I know I hear you every time draining the water, messing with them.
yeah, I've been fixing these things for like 3-4 years now. It's good money too.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Not bad.